This $1,000 Foxbody has not ran in many years, and we're gonna try to bring it back to life. Now, we're not gonna do a full restoration. We're just gonna see if we can get it running and driving and maybe flip it. Now, to give a little bit of a backstory on this car, I've owned it for about a year now. It is a 1993 Foxbody. It's a 4-cylinder body, but it's got a V8 swapped into it out of a 98 Explorer. And it's got a lot of other odds and ends on it. It's got BBK headers, Edelbrock intake, straight pipe exhaust, a little bit of everything. So we're gonna see if we can get it running and driving, have a little bit of fun with it, and get it going. With that being said, let's get to work. Well, I did everything I could with the leaf blower, and it looks, I mean, you could tell this thing was sitting for quite a long time. I did not realize how much leaves were built up in it. Yeah, we got a lot of cleanup to do. Speedometer cable works. So now that we finally got it cleaned out after years of sitting, I did not think it'd have that many leaves in it. We're gonna try to see if we can get it started. And I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as possible. All I know is we need air, fuel, and spark. If we can get those three things, I think we can get this thing to run. Question number one, does it have oil? It does indeed. So I know for sure that we at least do not have fuel because, well, the fuel hose is cut, and last time I messed with this car, the fuel pump was actually on a switch. So we're just gonna see if it'll turn over and then go get us some fuel hose and maybe see if this thing will crank. Y'all, but that sounds pretty healthy. I am actually going to take out one of these spark plugs just to, you know, double check, make sure it's got some spark. Spark plugs definitely do not look the best, but we'll see if it'll still spark a little bit before we buy some new ones. Do it again. Yeah, we're good. Well, she's definitely got spark, so. Now, I've never messed with a carbureted engine before, but I'm gonna assume I just dump fuel right here and hope for the best. No way. First try. Hey, that thing's good. So last night we made a quick trip to O'Reilly's. We got some more hose clamps, some connectors for the fuel lines, and some more hose. It's not leaking. I can't tell if that sounds like crap or what, but I mean, it's running. So after messing with this thing for a little bit, I found a couple of different problems. For one, as you can tell when we were starting it, it would run and it would idle just a little bit, but the idle would go super high and it would fall flat on its face. So I started looking at it. One, the PCV valve here in the front, right there, yeah, that thing, it's not connected. So I'm gonna try to plug that. And then back here in the back of it going into the manifold, these things are super dry rotted. Super, yeah, that one's cracked. Yeah, so we're gonna replace these real quick and see how it runs after that. And here we have a little box of vacuum caps. I guess that's what they're called. Anyways, pop these on and see what happens. Probably help if a spark plug was connected. All right, let's see what it does on all 8 cylinders this time. I don't think we got a shifter. So that's the next step, I reckon. On the bright side, we got the car running, but unfortunately it's not drivable because after some tinkering and talking to my uncle, which is the one that kind of put the car together, he told me it had the wrong shifter cable, which held to be true because it literally will not go into gear. And if it does go into gear, it's starting in gear, and that's really scary when you don't think the car is going to move. It sounds like it's working now, but anyways, long story short, this don't work properly, so we're gonna replace it. And that's where this bad boy comes in. I was test fitting it, so I'll just go ahead and show you guys. This is a OEM shift linkage from a 5.0 Mustang or a Mustang GT. You know, I'm still learning. Pop this bad boy on and see if it'll go into gear. Oh my lord, it's so hard to film this. Anyways, this is the shift linkage. That's where it connects to the shifter, and it goes all the way down to the transmission over here. When I take it out, I'll show you guys because it's almost impossible to film, but I just figured out the exhaust is also not connected, so I guess that's another problem that needs to be fixed. Let's go. Oh, a little bit easier than I thought it would be. This here is where the main problem lies. I couldn't tell you exactly what's wrong with it. So after reviewing the footage and coming to find out, the shift linkage we had in it technically would have worked. We just didn't have transmission fluid. Rookie mistake. But long story short, we bought a new shift linkage and we bought new hardware. And the hardware I picked up is from LMR, which is late model restoration. This should be able to give it the shifter, the pivot movement that it needs, because right now I just have a nut and a bolt holding it to the gear selector on the transmission. So we're going to try to pop this on and hopefully it'll shift. Even though we made a mistake on the shift linkage, it is now currently crunch time. I got somebody coming to possibly pick up the car tomorrow, so we got to install the shift linkage hardware and then we got to install this new radiator. So let's go ahead and get this knocked out. I believe that we got this off eBay. My dad ordered it for the car, so I really don't know almost anything about it other than I need to put it in ASAP. I thought it all had leaked out. There we go. So after some finessing and some grinding, unfortunately, the hardware did not fit properly, but we made it fit and it seems like it worked. Goes through the gears. So next we're gonna test it, make sure it works properly, and then we're gonna fill up the radiator. All right, now it's the next day. Today is the day we are supposed to be selling the car. We stayed up really late trying to finish this thing. We had to change the thermostat gasket, which was an absolute pain in the hind end. No, this thing was just hard to get out because the bolts and then just getting it to fit right. But we got coolant in it. We got the shifter sorted out. So we're gonna see if we can get this off the jack stands, pull it out, and just take it for a little test drive before the buyer gets here. Here she is, ladies and gents, finally out in the sun, out of the garage for the first time in many, many months. I don't know, I'll be very happy to see this thing gone. Honestly, I'm really happy with how the valve covers and honestly the entire engine bay came out, because valve covers are shiny, new radiator, headers are shiny. This is definitely the selling point. This is definitely the only reason this thing is worth literally anything. So, looks really good. Well, there she goes, guys. I can't believe we sold it, honestly. That worked out way better than I expected it to. We sold it for $1,900. We had $2,000 in it. That's the numbers. Thank you guys for watching. And shoot, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I got money for the Miata now.